When tragedy strikes at 30,000 feet, we are reminded that even the most advanced machines are no match for chaos. In this episode, we dive into the emotional wreckage of an Indian airline crash and the internet's turbulent reactions.
Every time I board a plane, I think about stories like this. And still fly. What does that say about us?
It says you're in denial, like everyone else on the Stumbrock.
I used to love flying. Now I just white-knuckle the tray, table and pray.
Why is it always budget airlines? There's a reason tickets are cheap, folks.
Actually, statistically, flying is still the safest form of travel. But sure, I keep panicking.
Pilot error, technical failure, or just plain bad luck?
I saw the video. The smoke, the screams, it looked like something out of a nightmare.
Imagine texting your family from that plane. What would you even say?
I wouldn't text. I'd just close my eyes. Whatever happens, happens.
You lot are soft. People in war zones deal with worse. Every single there.
Not helpful, Roba. Empathy isn't weakness.
Empathy died with the algorithm.
So anyone blaming Boeing yet? Or was this an Airbus day?
Neither. It was some low-cost Indian carrier. Bet they skipped inspections to save a few bucks.
I hate this cynicism. Real people died. Kids. Families. Show some respect.
Respect doesn't trend. Outrage does.
Was it weather related? India has brutal monsoons.
The weather was clear. It just dropped out of the sky.
God, that's the worst. No warning. No turbulence. Just a gone.
And the black box is probably recording screaming for 60 seconds straight.
You people are too dramatic. Planes crash. So do cars. Move on.
The difference is no one live streams their car crash.
Yet.
Some influencer probably tried to vlog the evacuation.
If one more TikTok shows up with prayers for flight 829, I swear I'll scream.
That's the thing, grief is content now. Mourning has a like button.
Were there survivors? Where did it all go up in flames?
Miraculously, some survived. Crawled out of the wreckage barefoot.
Those people have seen hell. They'll never sleep the same again.
But they are alive, which is more than we can say for half the internet.
You want perspective? I watched this while waiting in line for a burger.
And yet somehow I'm still surprised you're single.
When the algorithms feed you tragedy with fries, everything becomes background noise.
Or a soundtrack for your scrolling.
I don't even stop when I see crash footage anymore. Just keep scrolling.
You sensitize much?
We're all addicted to horror. It's the only thing that cuts through the noise.
And now back to cute dogs and gym pros. Because we have to move on, right?
They say flight is a miracle, but so is empathy in the digital age. As we move into part 2, ask yourself, when tragedy becomes content, what's left of us? Part 2. The shock fades and opinions flood in like searchlights through smoke. Was it fate, failure, or the fault of something darker?
Every news channel already blaming the pilots. Classic deflection.
Of course. Blame the humans. Machines are sacred now.
There were rumors the aircraft was overdue for maintenance.
Translation: the airline gambled with lives to save money.
Can we wait for the investigation before blaming everyone?
We already know how these things go. It's always profit over safety.
And always some CEO giving a statement in a luxury suit pretending to care.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the families. They read it off a cue card.
Then go back to sipping champagne at 40,000 feet.
Cry harder. If they cared, they'd be flying the damn planes themselves.
If they did, they'd crash it straight into a stock buyback.
The black box might tell us what happened, but it won't change who profited.
Pilots work insane hours. Fatigue is real. Mistakes happen.
Mistakes shouldn't cost 200 lives.
You trust pilots more than influencers. That's progress.
One of the flight attendants saved 3 passengers. She went back twice.
Heroes in economy class.
And the internet will forget her in 48 hours.
Unless someone makes a TikTok tribute with sad piano music.
Tragedy goes viral, but so does mediocrity. Guess which one trends longer?
Tragedy is just another aesthetic now. Bleak is chic.
And somehow that might be the most disturbing take of the day.
They say never waste a crisis. That includes engagement metrics.
Imagine surviving a crash and seeing your face in a meme the next day.
Too real. Some people were live tweeting their escape.
Because if it's not posted, it didn't happen.
There's trauma. Then there's performing your trauma.
Grief has filters now. And a caption.
Don't forget the hashtags. #BlessedToutervive.
#never flying again.
#adrenaline addict.
#playing Crash Core.
Stop. Just stop.
Irony is the only way to feel anything now.
Not when you're burning at 900 degrees C in a broken fuselage.
Too far, men.
The sad part? No one will remember the names of the victims.
But they'll remember the brand of the airline.
Blame is easy. Attention is currency. In a moment, we move into part 3, where raw grief gives way to something called a something corporate and unfeeling. Part 3, where grief curdles into rage and the illusion of control vanishes into smoke. We are no longer asking why, we are demanding who let it happen.
They showed the wreckage. Twisted metal. Charred shoes. Child-sized.
I had to close the tab. I couldn't breathe.
People died buckled into their seats. They never had a chance.
There's a video. You hear a voice yelling "hold on" before it cuts out.
Who records a crash? Who posts that?
Who watches it over and over?
Humans. We're not built for this.
Then why do we scroll through the wreckage like it's a gallery?
Because horror is addicting when it's not yours.
We're a culture of spectators. Pain is content now.
I saw someone rate the crash on a top 10 disasters list.
That's not even satire anymore. It's just where we are.
I read a mother couldn't find her baby's remains. Just ashes.
Jesus.
The body bags weren't enough. There weren't even enough pieces.
You think this will change anything?
It'll change the headline. For a few hours.
Then a new catastrophe takes its place.
And this one becomes just another in memoriam carousel.
A slideshow of strangers.
Who were alive? Who had names? Who had birthdays coming up?
Dead people make bad ad revenue.
Unless you're a lawyer. Or a lobbyist.
Airlines will push a statement. Politicians will promise an inquiry.
The inquiry will last years. The damage lasted seconds.
They'll settle. Quietly. Families will sign NDAs.
And someone will get promoted.
Disasters don't end in justice. They end in silence.
Silence with stock options.
We're yelling into the void. And the void is PR training.
You know the black box records the last 30 minutes. What about the last regrets?
They never get recovered.
And never get reimbursed.
Still here? Then welcome to the final descent. Part 4 with satire, sorrow, and system failure collide in one final scream into the algorithm. Part 4. This is not closure. It's content. Pain repackaged. Grief commodified. Truth once again optimized for engagement.
YouTube thumbnails already have arrows and red circles.
Breaking, expert explains why plane fell from sky next to a video of a dog dancing.
We stream mourning now. We monetize it.
Influencers are filming reaction videos to the crash.
My honest thoughts on the tragedy with a clickbait face and fake tears.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before the next mass death event.
This isn't dystopia. It's delivery optimized tragedy.
I saw someone sell a t-shirt with the flight number. Just why?
Because capitalism doesn't blink. It just rebrands loss.
The crash didn't trend as long as Taylor Swift's outfit that day.
Maybe if the plane had influencers on board, we'd still care.
One airline crashed. Dozens of conspiracy TikToks.
One thread claimed it was a ritual sacrifice for cloud seeding.
Another said the pilot was replaced with AI.
Some people just can't handle randomness. They need villains.
Even if they have to invent them.
Even if they have to blame the dead.
Soon the algorithm will forget. And so will we.
Until the next fireball in the sky.
And the cycle restarts. Panic, footage, outrage, silence.
Another 90 seconds of horror followed by 9 million views.
We don't remember their names. Just the number of likes.
End of transmission. Please rate this catastrophe on a scale of ugh to unreal, and don't forget to smile for the camera next time disaster strikes. After all, pain performs best in portrait mode.